Hello, this is Ricardo Francis, the Venting Vigilante. It's good to be with you again today. Today I'm going to be venting about trans. Not trans in terms of orientation, but trans in terms of trans-financial, trans-wealthy, trans-poverty, trans-educational, trans-geographical, trans-leadership. And we can talk about many different trans. We can talk about trans-health, trans-fashion. But I'm just going to stick to a few of these trans. This morning I'm at the court. I've actually filed an application, a notice of application with my attached affidavit and required documentation. So I'm before the judge this morning. Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, I'm Ricardo Francis, the Venting Vigilante. Your Honor, of course, you know we live in a highly charged political world today. A world where people are demanding rights. Legal rights, constitutional rights, human rights. Of course, in cases where the courts don't give you the rights, you put on your running shoes and you can go and march on the streets. You can do it individually, or you can do it collectively. You can also lobby the government, the Ministry of the Attorney General. You can also lobby the United Nations based upon the particular circumstances to get the particular support that is required. Of course, Your Honor, my application is of an individualistic nature. I'm quite certain there may be others who may feel the same way. But for the record, Your Honor, my application as you have before you, I don't know if Your Honor have had an opportunity to have read the application, but I will give you the nuts and bolts of my application, Your Honor. My application clearly, Your Honor, is, Your Honor, I'm tired of being very poor. So I would like, Your Honor, to make an order to make me wealthy, to give me financial security, to make me very financially secure. So we will call that trans-financial, Your Honor. I do not want to be in the trans-poverty state. Your Honor, I've always wanted to have a law degree. Your Honor, I believe that I'm sufficiently knowledgeable about the law, sufficiently knowledgeable about politics. Your Honor, I'd like you to make an order that I be given an LLB, so I can be called a barrister solicitor. It has always been my goal, Your Honor, to be a barrister solicitor. So, Your Honor, I believe it's unconstitutional, it's inhuman, and it's illegal that I do not have a law degree. So I'm asking you to make an order as such, Your Honor. Your Honor, respecting the geographical position. Your Honor, there are a lot of different countries around the world that I would like to own property in, and as you're making the order for trans-financial, you can also make an order for trans-geographical. Of course, clearly when we run into some conflict of interest laws, when we run into some issues of inclusion, equality rights, competing rights, some of this I may have to take it to the United Nations, because if Your Honor so grant me these orders, I may have to file a motion in the required particular countries to request an order. They may grant it and they may deny it. But Your Honor, for the record, you see, Your Honor, the last request, which respecting this trans position is a trans leadership. Your Honor, since I was 15 years old, there's a particular country in the world that I want to be the leader of. And Your Honor, I hope to God that the people will give me the opportunity to be the leader of that country someday. But for the record, Your Honor, I believe you can make an order today, or if Your Honor is reserving your position on these orders, that I be leader of this country. So then after this order is granted, I then of course have to go there and file a motion, because there's of course conflict of laws, there's conflict of jurisdiction. So that way I will then proceed to the court in that jurisdiction. Hopefully they will grant my request. Your Honor, the wonderful legal system we love so much. But for the record, Your Honor, one final thing. That should Your Honor not grant me these orders, I will be more than happy to appeal them, and should the Honor appeal them not be granted, I will be more than happy to take it to the Supreme Court, so the Supreme Court can review the merits of my requests. And in that whole process, I'm going to put on my running shoes and I'm going to garner political support so that I can build a movement, the trans movement, trans-financial, trans-wealthy, trans-educational, trans-geographical movement, and any other trans that may matter. Since we are speaking in the trans concept, Your Honor, we live in a highly politically charged world, and a world where there's a great demand for rights. Oh, Your Honor, before I forget, there is one other thing. Since we live in a technological age, I think consideration may also be given that sometimes, Your Honor, I believe that I'm tired of being a human being. So perhaps you can make a transhuman, a trans-robot order. So you can make me into a robot. So then, therefore, some of the rights that I currently have, I may be the only individual who may be able to enjoy both rights as a human as also as a robot. We've been making legal history here, Your Honor. I love you. I love sharing these moments with you. See you next time.